Yeah, you already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, you gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got a lot. I give a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. Said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money. Been slept on, money never stepped on. We increasing positivity into the stress zone. Satan tried to hold the squad back, but we kept on. We ain't making this up, no rev long. I ain't trying to make you blush, but this a highlight.
Oh, my bad. We back now. What's happening? I hope that y'all are having an amazing start to your week. Today, we're going to be talking about how to find some good subcontractors out there for your government contracting journey. I know I said subcontractors too, but it's really how to find some good help through this journey right here. So that's what we're going to be diving into today. Make sure that you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, hit that share button and invite 3 other business owners to this live so they can learn how they can get some subcontractors in their life and start winning these $1 million plus government contracts. That is our goal right here. If it's your first time hanging out with me, I appreciate you guys. I'm Dr. Travis Davis. I've been doing government contracting for over 11 years. I'm your government contracting wingman. I like to take complicated and confusing situations of government contracting and simplifying it for you guys. And most importantly, we've built a tool to help our small businesses out there grow with simplification. So make sure that you guys, again, are hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and sharing this out with other small businesses out there so they can get an understanding of how we operate. And I always give you guys kudos because you guys are continuing to keep the channel growing, and we couldn't grow it without each and every one of you guys. So thank you for continuing to do that. Also, don't forget to put in the comments where are you viewing in from. This is an opportunity for each and every one of you guys to network, whether you're watching live or somebody's watching on a replay. One of the keys to government contracting is going to be relationships. So you never know who's watching and how close they could be to you. You guys can help each other. So make sure that you guys are putting that in the comments. And on Instagram, if you guys would like to view the bigger screen and actually see everything, you can click the link in my Instagram bio or go to travisknows.com. I don't care how you spell nose, just put an S on the end, and you'll be able to come over here on the YouTube channel and you'll be able to watch us live there. But let's see who we got in the house before we get diving into our subcontractors. I see my man Mike Ramsey said, hey, I needed this lesson right here. I'm glad I was able to bring you that lesson. Tropenetic Music first here. What's happening with you, my brother? Timothy up in the building out in Houston, Texas. Always a pleasure to have you in here. C. Nash out in Baltimore. What's going on? Gavin, somebody beat you today, Gavin. What's happening? Gavin out in Denver. What's good with you? What you need, my friend? Well, I need $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I'll take $1 million if you got it. But no, I need support. I need graphic support people. I need some tech people. I need some PR help. You know what I'm saying? So I can get out in these streets. So, yeah, if you got any of that support, hey, holla at me because I need it. Who we got over here on Instagram real quick? We got Dr. Shantae out in West Africa. What's happening with you? Oh, Dallas, Texas. What's happening? What's happening? We got my man Tony out there in Texas as well. Who else we got? YT French. What's going on with you? A pleasure being here. Oh, how could I forget? Don't forget to drop that I am a millionaire in the chat too, because y'all know we ain't gonna be able to get to $1 million if you don't believe that you can get to $1 million. So you have to tell yourself each and every day that you are a millionaire, and watch how it starts coming. Now, we can just say it, but we got to take the actions towards it too. Okay, so the first step is saying I am a millionaire. So drop that in the chat. The next step is to follow the techniques that I'm telling you all the time, and that's going to make you a millionaire. All right, I see we got Z in the building, another millionaire. I'm not, Facebook don't say the name of the user, but Royal Coating LLC out in North Carolina. Appreciate you being here. Tom said I'm a billionaire. All right, if you speak Lenny Bear, I'll sub you. I'm not sure what that means. Who burned the money on something good? All right. It's a mindset thing. I got to watch these comments, man. Make sure ain't nobody saying nothing crazy, because I will kick you out. But anyways, I appreciate you guys for hanging out today. We're going to do a little quick housekeeping before we dive into our proven ways to find your subcontractors for government contracting. We are live each and every week. If you want to make sure that you guys can keep up with this information as I produce it and go back and watch it, you can always go here on my YouTube channel. Let me move that out your way. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, scan that QR code, and that'll bring you there. All of the videos and lives that I do, they are stored on my YouTube channel. I don't know how long all of them will be there, but for today and probably for the next couple of weeks, you'll be able to go right there and watch those YouTube videos. So make sure that you go check those out. And if you want to learn a little bit more about me before you make any decisions of following me or whatnot, I always say, hey, don't buy anything from me. Don't join anything that I got going on until your gut tells you to. And you can learn a little bit more about who I am. And, I tell you guys in my story, what's going on in my world each and every day when it comes to business. So you guys are welcome to follow me over there on Instagram so you can learn just a tad bit more about who I am. I think everybody should do that before they start buying stuff from people. But Tuesdays, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we are here talking about our Dollars to Cents podcast. And the whole purpose of that podcast is to make sure that we can explain things to you on a business financial side so you don't become a victim of scammers. We bring logic to things over there on our Dollars to Cents podcast. And it's real simple. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So if you keep that concept, you will probably not get taken advantage of. But this coming Tuesday, we're going to be talking about selling your way to wealth. And I'm telling you, yesterday, we had a heck of a show. So make sure you guys go to the YouTube channel and check out that Dollars to Cents podcast. Every Wednesday, I haven't changed it up yet, though. Don't worry about that title. Every Wednesday, we are here at 7 p.m. Eastern. And tomorrow, we will be here at 7 p.m. Eastern talking about what is a CRM and why does every government contractor need a CRM. All right. Now, let's dive into it, guys. Let's dive into how do we pick the best subcontractors out there. My first question to you guys is, have any of you guys attempted to partner with anybody yet, whether it was being a subcontractor or a prime contractor? If you have attempted to find a partner or be a partner, put a me in the chat. Let me know how many people we have gotten out there who have attempted to do this. And I'm not saying that you had to try it to do it with a multi-million-dollar company or anything like that, but have you taken the attempt to partner with other individuals? All right. Put a me in the chat if that is you. So I see we got a couple on Instagram. Great, great, great. And I asked you that because, I can tell you guys things until I'm blue in the face about, partnering and doing specific things or joint ventures with other companies. But at the end of the day, the best way that you're going to learn how to find that perfect government contractor that's going to be a sub for you is you're going to have to get dirty, right? You're just going to have to get in there and do it. And that will teach you so much about partnering. And I say this because I've gotten a lot of partners, in my days. And no matter how my gut felt, no matter what I put them through, which, we try to do our due diligence, there's always a clown that has made it through all of my firewalls. Like, it's kind of like an interview, right? How many of you guys went to an interview and have ever lied on the interview to get a job? Put a me in the chat if you've ever, well, maybe lying, you don't want to say, maybe you told or stretched the truth a little bit. Put a me in the chat if you've ever taken an interview and stretched the truth a little bit. And I say this because, this is just what people do. And that's not going to change because we're talking big business. People will try to stretch the truth a little bit. So we're going to make sure that we do our due diligence here. And I'm going to give you guys 11 techniques that I utilize to help me find those perfect partners. And hopefully it can work for you. But please don't forget, you should be coming up with your own technique. Okay. And then this does not mean that this works 100% of the time, because clowns, they keep clowning. They get smarter as time goes on. So we always got to watch out for them. They're actually going to keep you sharp in business here. All right. So let's dive into this thing here. All right. The very first thing, in order to make sure that you can find, the best subcontractor is you got to research. And yes, I've been researching the companies or whatnot, but the biggest thing to me is, you need to research the opportunity that you want to partner with this individual or business for. There's got to be a reason why you need them. And if you don't do your research and know what the opportunity is and exactly what you need them to provide, this is going to open you up for getting taken advantage of, getting scammed. This is going to just open you up for so many losses because you don't know what you want. You're thinking that, I got a contract and this is a person over here that knows how to do it. And we're going to come together and partner and I'm just going to trust them. Well, look, I know most of us probably haven't done $500,000 contracts, $1 million contracts, $2 million contracts. I don't never trust a damn person when we start talking about these big dollars. I'd be damned if I'm about to just trust you because of the color of your skin, your sexual preference. Like that, money makes people do some crazy things. Okay. Money will tell the truth about a person very, very fast. So I want to make sure that I can research, know exactly what I need for the opportunity that I'm researching. So when I approach these potential subcontractors, I know the 30% that I need from them, the 10% that I need from them. For instance, I don't write proposals. Travis and Malmar has never in the history of government contracting written a proposal. Like nobody on my staff and not myself. I've never written one. And the reason why is because I partner with companies that already got a $500,000 budget in their payroll for a business development group. It's sitting right there in their office. And all they do is write proposals all day. That is their sole job. They get paid over $100,000 a year. Each one of my companies I partner with at least got 2 or 3 people in the shop. So why do I need to pay for it? Now, granted, every deal that I do, I'm cutting somebody into it because I need their assistance. But I know exactly what it is that I need from them. I need them to write the damn proposal. I did all the research. I got all the information. I just need you to do your part and get the right. Okay? So that is step one. We must research and find out everything that we can about the opportunities that we want to go after. Again, you're not going to know who to partner with if you don't know what you're trying to do. All right. Step two, guys, step two is you must leverage the SBA. If you want to find the perfect subcontractors, guys, like the SBA is the Small Business Administration. Chances are you're a small business 9 times out of 9. So one, we need to build the relationships up with them. But the biggest kicker here is that other small businesses will be coming to their events too. It ain't just no random person off the streets. What I will never, ever do in the history of my life. And I'm giving everybody that heads up. Like I have people join my programs in my education and they like, hey, let's partner together. Well, you didn't do step one, first of all. You didn't tell me what are we partnering on and what do you need from me? So no, I don't want to partner with you. But I don't just partner with random people off the street because I don't know if you're really serious about this. We're talking about big money right now. And I don't have time for you to tear my whole company and everything I've created down because you thought that you could perform. Again, there's going to be clowns out there, but we have to make sure that we're going to the SBA. Every single state has an SBA center in it somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but you can go to sba.gov and find it. They got the PTAC program. They got the SCORE program under the SBA, right? So by going to all of these events, you're going to be learning government personnel. But once again, you're going to be able to find key players who are really trying to do their business. And I'm not saying that all of them are, because there's a lot of people who are faking it till they make it. But you're going to find some good businesses by going to the Small Business Administration events. All of the events are for small businesses. So you need to attend those. All right. Number 3 is you got to start using these government systems. All right. So we have usaspending.gov, fpds.gov, and SBDS. SBDS is your small business database system. I think it's called SBDS. But you can find that information. Matter of fact, we can just go look at it now. And I want to make sure I show you guys, exactly what this stuff looks like here. So let me change my screen here. So this is what USA Spending will look like. Okay. So USA Spending is a website that has all of the already awarded contracts. So you can find the key players that are already in the space, as well as you can find, the agencies that got your money. So this is USA Spending. All you got to do is come right here and do a search award data. And on your left-hand side here, you can fill in whatever information to search for what you want. FPDS.gov is kind of like USA Spending, but at the same time, it's just not as clean and up to date as USA Spending is. They're actually going to eventually get rid of FPDS. But once again, same thing. You can come here, type in toilet paper. Now, it's best if you look with your NAICS code, but you could type in like toilet paper, and chances are you could find your contracts for toilet paper that were already awarded. Now, I do want to give you guys a heads up, okay, because toilet paper could be in the business's name right here. And, that could not be a toilet paper contract. It just happened to be in their name. Like cybersecurity, most businesses got cybersecurity in their name. So if you go search for that, then that does not mean that every one of these contracts is for what you search for. You really need to click on view right here and see if you can find, if that contract right here is really for toilet paper. And as you guys can see, the federal prison system spent $25,000 in toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? Like all these opportunities is out here for people, but if you deny it, I can't argue with you guys on that. And then we had SBDS, the Small Business Database Search. Okay. Maybe it's not called SBDS. All right. So let me do this. Small Business BUS Database Search. Where are we at? All right. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not SBDS. It's DSBS, the Dynamic Small Business Search. All right. So that is DSBS, not whatever I said. Okay. So DSBS will take you to the Dynamic Small Business Database Search. And this is where you could search small businesses. So maybe you need an 8A partner, or you need a woman-owned company or a hubs-owned company. You could look through this DSBS. I appreciate you for putting that in the comments, Stacy. You can look through this DSBS and find those potential partners there to work with. All right, so hopefully that gave you guys a quick understanding of exactly how to, well, I didn't show you how to break it down. We got more videos that I've already posted on YouTube of how to break this stuff down, as well as I got it all in my course of how to break this stuff down too. But those are the sites that you want to make yourself familiar with so you can, again, research companies that are already performing. I do not like working with companies off the street. That is crazy to me. My livelihood is on the line. Like, guys, this ain't no consumer stuff. Like, I don't have room to mess up. We have to perform, and we need to perform well when we start working with the government, because if you get a bad review on your company in the CPARs is what they call it, you're going to go down. I tell people all the time, like, if you get a bad review from the government, just burn the company up. Burn the company up and start over, because you left a bad taste in people's mouths. So it's very important that you do your due diligence to find players that are already playing, not no fools off the street. And it don't have to technically be players already in the government space, okay? And we'll talk about this a little later here too, but it don't always got to be players directly in the government space. Matter of fact, the next thing is where we're going to bring it in. Number 4 here is I need you guys to attend more trade shows. How many trade shows have you guys been to in 2023? Put in the comments of the chat. If it's 0, put 0. I want to know how many trade shows of your industry have you been to in 2023? And these could be conferences too. It don't got to just be trade shows. But how many times did you go to an event of that nature in 2023? And the reason I say this, guys, is because the beauty about trade shows is you're actually going to be finding players that are performing, and they're probably not working with the government. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty about it. And this is where, I really like being a government contracting consultant. As a consultant, in my mind, however I need to make it happen, I can make it happen. So if I need to be a subcontractor, I'll be a sub. If I need to be a prime, I'll be a prime. If I need to be out of the deal and bring a sub and a prime together and I just get my consulting fee, I'll do that too, right? But going to these trade shows will allow you to see, just some amazingly smart individuals that are solving great problems. And the key is they ain't never brought it to the government. They're solving problems for their own backyard. They just creating stuff for no reason. Well, they have a reason. It's stopping something, but they've never bought it over to the customer that got over $3.54 trillion. So now you got an opportunity to take the information that they're providing, their systems, their techniques, the whole 9, even them, right? You can now take them to a space with you that they've never been, and you can take charge. And they'll essentially kind of like become your employees or your potential partners, however you got to make the deal work. But I need you guys to go to more trade shows / conferences in your niche industry, because it's going to bring you in front of so many more players that are already playing. All right. The next thing that I need you to do is I need you to join a chamber of commerce. All right. It's called the Chamber of Commerce. Okay. Like, this moves money. Now they got the Black Chamber of Commerce. They got, I believe they got I think they have every race chamber of commerce. Okay. So you can join that one. But then your state should probably have a chamber of commerce. There's a national chamber of commerce, but you need to find the chamber of commerce that works for you. And they don't really cost that much either. As well as Prince George's County Chamber of Commerce. They do a lot of traveling to other countries because they're I don't think a lot of people understand this. Every state is its own entity. Every single local county government is its own entity. And all of them are trying to make more money, right? Your state's trying to make more money. Your local government's trying to make more money. And the only way that they can make more money is through you, right? They can't, they don't go create businesses to make money. Instead, they bring you as the business owner to potential buyers, put y'all in front of each other, because every time you make money, they charge you in taxes. This is how your state makes money. This is how your local government makes money. This is why they're fighting for you to win contracts. This is why they want you guys to become a multi-million-dollar business. This is why they encourage you guys to get to 500 employees, because of taxes. So the Chamber of Commerce is going to start putting you in front of players that need to buy your product or service. And with that, you now don't got to play around on the internet all day and try to convince people on Instagram to pay $20,000 for your stuff. You got people that have very big checkbooks with very big problems, and they're waiting for you to come solve it. So definitely look up your Chamber of Commerce. I can't tell you which Chamber of Commerce to join either. I'm not going to tell you that every Chamber of Commerce is great, but you got to work it. You can't just join something and go, well, I heard this guy tell me to join the Chamber of Commerce and I joined it, so how y'all gonna help me out? That ain't how this works. You got to go in there and help yourself out. I told you the players are there. Damn it, go play. Ain't nobody about to teach you how to play the game when all the players are right there playing it. They don't have time to teach you. These are multi-million-dollar businesses operating. They're not slowing down because you need a timeout, right? The next thing that I want you guys to do to find your good subcontractors is to make sure you get referrals. I'm not taking nobody's word for a damn thing. You think I'm just going to partner with you on a $5 million contract because you woke up one day and said, oh, I'm here. I can do this work. Let's partner together. It don't go down like that. It will never go down like that. I heard who you are. I know what you do, but you got to give me some phone numbers to some people that I can call to check up on you. I want to know, if it's a subcontractor, then I don't have to worry about if you pay people on time. Okay. But if it was the other way, I want to know, do you pay people on time? As a subcontractor though, I want to know, did they deliver before or on schedule? Preferably, I want them to be before schedule, but I want to make sure that they don't delay things. I want to ask their employees, how's the morale around there? If an employee is disgruntled, well, hell, you gonna mess up my stuff. I know what disgruntled employees do. They tear things apart. And that employee ain't gonna realize okay, we partnered together. That's Travis' stuff over there. This is my stuff over there. No. I'm going to make sure I do my due diligence and ask around first before we get this thing done. All right. So make sure you get those referrals coming in. The next thing that I want you guys to make sure when getting a good subcontractor is you got to have a solid contract, right? Now, if you're getting a subcontractor, it's your responsibility to produce the contract. It's the prime contractor's responsibility to produce contracts to everybody. Okay? So if you're a sub working with a prime, you don't have to worry about producing the contract, but you need to know what was in that contract. Now, since you're the one producing it, looking for a sub, like, you got to make sure this thing is tight. And you got to make sure all the terms are absolutely clear. Now, this is what I like to do on my contracts, okay? Let's say if, we have to deliver July 31st, I'm going to say that we got to deliver July 29th. Like, I'm not going to give the subcontractor the same window that I get of opportunity, or I don't want to say window, the limit. Okay. So if they're telling me I got to have it in on the 31st, like, all types of things just happen in life. So if I wait and tell everybody around me and say our deadline is the 31st comes, and people be peopling. And can I get it tomorrow? Well, nah, we at the deadline right now. So as a prime with my subs, and I know clowns are out there, I'm going to say mine is the 31st, yours is the 29th. I'm going to tell them if I get a penalty for not answering calls fast enough, because I work help desk, but you can get penalized in the help desk if you don't answer a call in a certain amount of time. All this is being documented, right? So if I don't answer a call within a minute, it may say that I'm getting pinged, $50 for every minute after, or something of that nature. Well, if I'm going to get pinged $50 for every minute after, I'm going to ping in my contract terms that you're going to pay $1 for every 50 seconds after, or 55 seconds after. So now, even if I take a hit, you're going to take a hit with me. And I'm not going to lose that money because you paid for your mistake. Because my people, my employees are going to make sure that we don't do anything. I don't have time for your staff and your employees to put me in the hole. So it's very key that you guys make sure that your contract terms are super, super tight. All right. All right, guys, make sure that you guys are hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. Let 3 other entrepreneurs know about what we got going on over here. If you guys are picking up any information so far, drop a fire emoji down there in the chat. That's the only way that I know that you're picking up anything that I'm putting down. Also, if you're on Instagram and you want to see the bigger screen, you can click the link in my bio, click on the YouTube channel. You can actually join us over here on YouTube so you can see the bigger view here. All right, we're going to dive back into these. I told you I got 11 tips for you guys to help make sure that you guys are picking the right subcontractors. If you guys got questions at any time, you can put a Q in the chat followed by your question. And at the end of this, I will get to all of your questions here. Now, this next one, number 8, this is a huge one, guys. I don't deal with people that ain't got insurance. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got insurance, then you can't work with me. Because mistakes happen. Things that we didn't think about happen. Somebody could have had a bad day. They could have not got no sleep. All types of things can happen. That's why they created the insurance industry, because they know things happen. So one of the biggest things that I'm going to make sure my subcontractor got is insurance. Now, here comes a kicker. Sometimes, definitely my people just getting started out in government contracting, these opportunities are going to ask you, let me take that back. They're not going to ask you. They're going to require that you have insurance. And a lot of times getting started out, you don't. So you could potentially find the right subcontractor that already got the insurance and they could put your name on it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to have insurance. And I ain't talking healthcare insurance, which you should have. Matter of fact, I don't even think you can operate without healthcare insurance since Obamacare came out. But I ain't talking healthcare insurance. I'm talking that business insurance, that liability insurance, because I don't care what niche you're in, even in the IT field. Okay. Like if your employee opens up a door in the computer system to get hacked because they're scrolling on websites that they're not supposed to or something of that nature, and the whole government agency gets hacked and they find out it was your employee, well, you're about to go down, right? So we want to make sure that we have insurances in place because employees be clowns. They do very stupid things all the time because it ain't their money. So you don't want to lose everything that you created because of an accident that was, kind of out of your control because you ain't there every day. As well as you too can make an accident. I don't want to just say that you can't make an accident. Anybody on this world can make an accident. Okay? Insurances cover that. Once again, healthcare insurance is healthcare insurance. Car insurance is car insurance. We need business insurance. Okay? You're stepping into business. We need to get it. Now, also, I want to make a note too. If you ain't made no money yet, you ain't got to worry about insurance right now. You know what I'm saying? You probably ain't going to do a job that crazy that, you're going to mess up that you need that insurance getting started out. But definitely when you start bringing on employees and help, like you need to make sure you got that business insurance wrapped up. And I don't know, you guys can check. I'm not for certain. Shout outs to my guy, Primo. Primo's been my insurance agent since 2014 with State Farm. They do my auto insurance, my home insurance, and my business's insurances. And you kind of get a bundle deal too. So that's why I was telling you guys about that. But if you guys need insurance, I'm pretty sure I can connect y'all with my guy Primo. He's a great guy. I always like an insurance agent that I can pick up the phone. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go on the internet and go through State Farm system. I hang out with my insurance agent, and I do that because, again, I may be talking to somebody today, and we've realized we need to do this deal together, and I need to get that insurance changed right now. Whether it's like the value, maybe I need to get a $10 million insurance policy or something of that nature. Like, I want to be in a space that I can pick up the phone and get it changed now, opposed to later. All right. Another thing that I left off there, guys, my apologies when we're talking about, looking for information. I meant to show you guys this, but all prime contractors working with the government, we have something called this CPARS here. And yes, I can't remember if you get access to CPARS without a contract or not. I can't remember off the top of my head, but the CPARS, every prime contractor, when they do work, zoom in here so you guys can see. When they do work for the government gives a report, right, which is called the CPARS. I don't remember what CPARS stand for. Some things I just don't worry about finding all the information out about. But you can get a CPARS from the prime contractor or contractor that you found on FPDS or USA Spending. They should have a CPARS report that they could pull out and get. But all the reports are going to look a little something like this. Hold on for a second. Gotta log back in. I wonder if it's the same code. All right, let me move this screen so y'all don't see my code that's being put in there. I can't rock out like that. All right, so let me see. What is this code right here? All right. All right, so, and here's what the CPARS is going to look like here. You can go to your dashboard, but the main thing is the evaluations. It will be in the dashboard. You're going to end up clicking on your contract numbers here, and this is what the evaluations will end up looking like, right? And it'll show you, the dollar amount. Y'all see the boy, we do 4.5 out here. Well, we do 4.4, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it. Ain't no cap in my rap. I really do this. You know what I'm saying? So you can see everything about the customer, and if you get a bad CPARS, again, you should just tear the company up and throw it away because it's over with. Right. So this is the actual referral system of the government right there. So you guys can look out for that one there. All right. Number 9 that we have right here is pre-qualifications. You should make up your own pre-qualifications, okay? Like, what are they? Do you have questions that you pre-qualify people for first? Do they got to meet with you face to face? Do they got to print out CPARS reports? They need to have 3 referrals first. Like, what's going to be your pre-qualifications so your stomach can feel right when you make this decision? At the end of the day, guys, this is your life. This is your money. I need your stomach to feel right. Now, it's probably still going to feel a little nervous. I mean, every business deal has, brings a little nervousness in it because it's always a risk. I've never done business without a risk. We just try to minimize the risk. We don't want to have an 80% risk factor. We want something like a 15% risk factor or something of that nature. So I'm not telling you that your gut got to be 100% risk free, not having no butterflies in it. But guys, if that little person on your shoulder is telling you in your gut, like, hey, we shouldn't do this, listen to it. You know what I'm saying? This is why we come up with these pre-qualifications. I have a list of questions that I ask first. When we talk about, the internet side of this thing in the community, like, I want to see you join the community. I want to see you start performing. I want to see you winning contracts first. I already showed you. I showed you my 4.5 million. You know what I'm saying? That's just one contract. I got more contracts. I can proof up. I do it all the time. You can just go watch your videos. I have no cap in my raps. But you're going to have to do something. Okay? You are going to have to do something to prove to me that you legit. I have my own things that I need. I want to see your bank account. You know what I'm saying? I can't rock out with you and you ain't got no money in the bank. How are we going to keep this thing rolling? So these are some of my pre-qualifications. Your bank account. If you got a CPARS, I want to see it. I need referrals with the phone numbers and the company's name. Don't give me Tom that you've been working with at that company for 3 years that was your quote unquote manager or whatnot, or Tom, that person that you did business with, but he ain't the actual owner of the business. Like, I want to talk to the key players. So if you give me the business phone number, I'll find the key player myself. I don't really need you to tell me to call your friend. Okay. Also questions about their work. How are they going to perform? What is their timeline to handle this type of stuff? I'm asking all of these questions up front, and all you got to do is write it out. If you write it out one time and come up with your pre-qualifications to make your gut feel good, then it's wash, rinse, and repeat. You're going to ask the same stuff every single time. All right. Number 10. Okay, is you build your community. Like, start talking more often in your niche, in your industry, on the internet, and you will build a community of players. And now you get to witness, are they really doing what they say that they can do? And maybe if they aren't there yet, you can coach them up to get to a certain level. For instance, I teach a wide array of information of business for government contracting. I don't niche it down into a specific topic. If I did, it would have to be cybersecurity or help desk. That's where majority of my contracts are at. But I talk overall so I can just capture everybody, which isn't a good method. I'm telling you right now, you should niche down. I just got a lot of money already coming in contracts, so I can do things a little unorthodox, okay? But what I'm trying to advise you to do, if you're a registered nurse, you should be talking on the internet about registered nurses. And then what'll end up happening is you'll grow a community of them. Now, when you go get these contracts and these opportunities out here, you ain't looking for people. They right there. They on your email list. They already been showing up at the events. You know who they are. This is why I host events, whether people know it or not. I host events because the internet don't do it for me. Like, I can't trust you off the internet. I need to touch your hand, no homo. I've got to shake your hands and look at you in your eyes because there's too many liars out here. Hell, I just found out somebody else was lying. I just couldn't even believe it. Like, damn, I thought you was different. But I have to be able to see your eyes. I got to smell your breath. We talking about millions of dollars that we trying to do. I ain't got time to be playing around with you on the internet. I got to see you. So when you build your community, host an event, do a networking mixer. But you should absolutely start the process right now of building a community in your niche. Talk about your niche every single day that you wake up and watch how fast, man, you're going to start building people around you that know exactly what they're doing. They may not know the processes of putting a government contract together. Hell, they may not even know the process of putting a business together, but you are the visionary. You said that you're a millionaire. And I seen somebody say the billionaire, which I don't like that because I don't know any billionaires. I'm saying, and when I say I don't know any billionaires, I can't talk to a billionaire. I can talk to a whole lot of millionaires. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't reached a billion yet. So I like to just make realistic dreams. A millionaire. As a millionaire running and operating a business, I'm going to need some workers. So if I build the community up with subject matter experts, I didn't say that they had to start a business. They can come work for me. This is why it's important that you build your community, not next week, not next month, not in 2025. You should have already been building your community. You behind the 8 ball right now. You need to get started like right now in the process. Get your community rolling and get them on a list. If they ain't on a list, then you don't have no community. You cannot rely on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube to get you in front of your people. Every day that you go on them platforms, you need to drive your community off of them platforms onto your platform, which is something that you can capture their data so you can build your list. And this is going to expedite your process of finding these subcontractors. As well, guys, you'd be surprised. A lot of people know some good subcontractors, right? So that's another reason why you want to build that list. And the last but not least is SB Money Flow. Yes, SB Money Flow, man. You know I wasn't going to leave off my own tool out there. If you want to make sure that you find the best subcontractor, all that stuff that I told y'all about, steps 1 through 10, I built it inside of SB Money Flow. That's why I'm telling you about SB Money Flow. You're not going to survive if you don't have a CRM. CRM, customer relationship management. I need to be able to manage all of my potential contractors, whether it's prime, sub, or if I'm consulting. I need one place, one house that I can get all of this information in and I can track it. So let's take a look at exactly what we could do over here. So this is what SB Money Flow looks like right here. This is what we've built for you guys. Not only are you going to have access to this amazing tool right here, let me go to my demo account, but you're also going to get access to the government marketplace. So let me show you that really quick. This is what our government marketplace looks like. When you log into the SB Money Flow, you're going to come right down here, go to your government marketplace, and then you can search through here your NAICS code and all that stuff where I was talking about FPDS and USA spinning. I used to use those sites, but they're not Googleable. And what I mean by Google, like Google replaces words for you, right? Like Google autofills stuff in for you. Google kind of got an idea of what you meant to say. Not the government's website. You better know exactly what you mean to say, and you better not mess up one letter or one digit in it when we're talking about those sites that I told you guys about previously. Well, here, we've simplified this process for you. So when you get your NAICS code, I can easily take you to the agencies that got your money. So now you should be contacting a small business in that agency. You should be going to the meetings and the events of the agency that's spending all your money. And you could just come back here and look. In 2022, we could see how much money was being spent in that agency. In 2019, I could see how much money was being spent in that agency. But the other beauty about it is I can also see the companies that they spent that money with too. These companies right here, the Lockheed Martins, the Booz Allen, the Dells, they got small business departments inside of them too. So I'm reaching out to the small business department with the government and the small business department with the companies that are already winning my money, right? We can do all of this at a click of a button. And I told you to research. Well, this is your research to look what was spent, but now we can come quickly just look for the opportunities that are available in your niche industry. Now that we can quickly find the opportunities, we find the players, well, maybe you need somebody in your own backyard. Well, we can come click right here on businesses. And see, we filtered this whole system out to say, hey, look, it's a lot of clowns on SAM.gov. A lot of people went to go fill out SAM.gov so they could get that PPP loan because you couldn't get the free money unless you was registered on SAM.gov. So a lot of them companies there is BS. So we set this up to say, hey, who's been active in the last 12 months? So you can come click right here. And then you could just come right down here and, what state are you in? I'm in Maryland. So let me see what companies are in my niche industry. And here go the key players that I should be reaching out to. I should reach out to the players right here that's making 1.6 million, 169,000, 1.3, 120. I don't have to find a random, this person, who is John? Oh, John Hopkins. John Hopkins did $1.5 billion with the government. 1.5 billion. Shout outs to John Hopkins. All right. But as you guys can see, man, it's a lot of money to be made, and it's a lot of players making the money already. You don't have to just find Joe Smo off the street and pray that it's going to work. I know that this relationship is going to work because I know Bio, whatever their name is, they not about to just lose $18 million. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got time to be playing around. Ain't no clowns happening over here. So this is why I like being there. Also, the other thing with SB Money Flow, again, your CRM tool, you're going to be able to bring all of your opportunities, whether it's a government contract or it's a potential teaming partner right here. But we've created something called the FU network, which is the follow-up network. As you're getting out there and you're meeting potential subcontractors and people, you should put them on your CRM so you could track them. So what ends up happening is I could click on this person right here. I can make sure I got all of their information. I could put tags on them to know where they came from. I could tie them to a specific contract based off the solicitation number. If I got tasks and stuff that I need to do, I can go ahead and put a date and a task of whatever it is that I need to do right there and update it. If I need to schedule an appointment with them and get them on a Zoom call or something of that nature, I can schedule it all right here. Just put it in my Zoom account, put the time, the location, it'll send it to them. If I got a task, say we're talking, right? We're on a meeting or something, and I got a task that my team needs to handle for this customer or potential partner, I can go ahead, type the task in right here, add the task, put the date on it, and I can assign it to somebody on my team. And just like that, they're going to get alerted. We're going to move forward. And most importantly, I can take the notes right here. And no matter if I was talking to somebody or 3 other people in my company was talking to them, I can read and see exactly what was going on here. But the last beauty about this, to make sure everybody's staying on track, is I could just click this icon right here, and you should only talk to your clients inside of the SB Money Flow system. You can send them a text message, you can make a phone call, as well as you can send the email right here. So what ends up happening is no matter what email they got or text message they got from somebody, I can be on the same page, or somebody on my team can be on the exact same page and make sure that, everything is staying cohesive. And this is how you're going to make sure you close those deals out, because you're building trust. Your system is going to allow trust to be built, because a lot of this stuff gets automated too. I just ain't show y'all this part, but a lot of this, we're automating the process. We're not sitting here and manually doing stuff all day long. It gets automated, guys. So that is the SB Money Flow right there. Those are your 11 things that you guys should be doing out here to make sure that you guys are getting a fair teammate. I know I say it's subcontractor, but again, it could be a prime, it could be a sub, or you could be taking a consultant approach that you just put the parties together. But whatever it is, you want to make sure that they are solid. So if you use these 11 steps that I've given you guys right here, odds are that you too will build a solid team around you guys. All right. If you guys got any questions, feel free to put the question in the chat. If you guys picked up any information that we put down, I want you to put a fire emoji down there in the chat. Also, if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And don't forget, we will save this replay on YouTube, so you can always go back and watch the entire video on our YouTube channel. And you can find tons and tons of more information located right there as well. If you would like to get started with SB Money Flow, okay, I'll put the link here in the chat. All you got to do is go to www.sbmoneyflow.com and get yourself registered. If you want full access to all of the gems that we got, then you need the Elevate plan. If you just want the government marketplace, then by all means, you can get the other plan, the cheaper plan. The Accelerate plan. I believe that's what it's called. I can't remember which one is. I think the Elevate is the higher one and the Accelerate is the lower one. But whatever. The lower plan gets you access to the government contracting marketplace, and that's about it. The higher plan is going to get you access to all of the amazing features that SB Money Flow got for you guys. All right. Let me look through here, make sure I didn't miss anything. I want to be the best at anything I do, even though I fall short. I strive for my dreams. Tom, I used to fall short too. And what I realized is that I was making my dreams too high. It's kind of like that billionaire thing, right? You shoot yourself in the foot and then you start, thinking that you can't hit your goals or things aren't working out right. And it's simply because you just went too big, It's stages to everything. Like, I'll give you guys an instance. One of the things that I always say to myself to measure my success is that I wanted everything that my parents had and what they didn't. So I remember what success looked like when I thought that we was, balling. We ended up buying this townhouse and, it had a deck on it, but we couldn't fence it in and whatnot. And that was the last house that I remember. And I remember we were doing good at the time. And then my parents ended up getting a divorce and things just went back to our regular scheduled program. So I told myself, when I get successful, like I want a townhouse, I'm going to make sure I put a deck on it. We're going to fence it in and I'm going to build it from scratch. And I did it, right? I did it 10 times faster than what I thought it would be. It was amazing. I said I wanted to make $1 billion. I did it. Now what I learned is, well, wait a minute. I thought it would take like my parents' age to get to that level. Come to find out, like I obtained it and I'm 20 years ahead of time. But if I figured out how to make $1 million in just 2 years, then odds are I can make 2. So now I got a whole new goal that I could write out. After I do the $1 million, it turned into 2. 2 turned into 4. 4 is at 8. 8 turned to 16. We shooting for 32, right? But it's steps. You don't have to go that high. I'm not trying to tell you don't make high goals, but just don't make them unattainable, because now you're going to start doubting yourself, all right? I'm a sub local project. I reached out to the sub it was going for, and they reached out the day after the due date. I hate that too, man. So essentially, he was going after an opportunity. Reached out to the subcontractor. The subcontractor didn't reply until the due date was over with. You learn a lesson too. So I want to just give you something, right? So I love that you're taking the action, but now you got to learn from your mistakes, right? So now you need to ask yourself, when did I give this person a call versus the due date? Was it 4 days before the due date and then they responded to me on the 5th day? Well, I should never call people 4 days before the due date anymore. No, I need to make sure I look for opportunities moving forward that at least give me 4 weeks before the due date. And now I should get a response. See, this is the beauty about this thing called business. You learn so much information by just going. You'll learn I can't do that no more and save things for the end. So let me readjust how I operate. And now it's going to change my whole view and perspective. I can't look for no contract opportunities that are due in the next week because my principles, the way that I move, I said it won't work unless it's 4 weeks out. And this is how you guys should be operating each and every day. All right. Let me see if I missed anything else here. No. Robert said I ain't. Robert, you know I'll partner with you, man. I see you doing the work out there, Robert. Yes, you're right. You cannot operate without health insurance. What are the 1 through 7 tips? Well, when I close this out, you can watch the replay and they will all be there. Can someone help Clarence out? I would appreciate it. I just joined live. Yeah, it's going to be on replay. You can watch the replay of the video. As a prime, would it be okay to ask for quotes from a larger business? I think about that. I don't know why you would need a quote from a larger business if you're going to be prime in the contract. Or maybe you're asking, can a large business be on your team as a prime? Yes. Like Mantech is one of my partners. We had Accenture as one of our partners. So a large business can partner with you and go after a small business contract. That's the only way that they can have a part of it is by you being their partner. And that probably will be, ain't no large business just going to partner with you. Let me just make that clear. Lockheed Martin, Booz Allen, all them, they not just partnering with you because, again, you came off the street and you said, I heard a video of this guy talking about joint venture opportunities and whatnot, and we should partner. That's not how that's going to work, okay? So instead, what we should be doing, okay, is understanding how those large businesses operate. I told you they got a small business agency inside of them. So you need to start shaking hands and kissing babies with their small business department. And you need to be able to solve some of their problems. And you got to know how to present it to them. And most times it's going to be a money thing, right? So if there's an opportunity for them to go after a $28 million contract and be a partner to a small business that's running the show, they'll do that. But they're not partnering with you for no $1 million contract. What the hell? Like, that'll end up losing them money. So the primes, those big, large businesses, yes, you can partner with them, but it ain't always that easy because they moving big money. And they just really ain't got time to sit down with nobody. This information was well worth the hour. Ever since Corfield has introduced me to you, I've been watching the Wizards less because they even lose. Oh, man, that's funny. I used to have season tickets to the Wizards and the Redskins when I was blowing money fast. And that was one of the things I just had to let go. Plus, they just losers. Ain't nothing worse than paying all that money to watch the losers. If the sub is small too, do I submit both insurances or put them on payroll and only use our insurance? So yes, a sub should always have their own insurance, right? Now when you start talking this whole payroll thing, damn, man, I'm just shaking my head because I may have confused some of you guys. You're not going to put another business on your payroll because they wouldn't be business owners. They would be employees, right? So no business is going to go on your payroll, all right? So I want to just eliminate that. Now, what can happen is that I'm going after this $10 million opportunity and I need 3 of your employees to make sure that I'm doing 51 or more % of the work under my business, I need 3 employees of yours that are going to leave your company and come sign up for my company, which will put them on my payroll. But they're no longer your employee. They're my employee. And then I'm still going to partner with you, and you're going to continue on with the 40% or 49% or whatever work that you had in this relationship. But that's the only way that you could, that method of what you were stating about the whole payroll thing. But yeah, everybody should have their own insurance, guys. Now, again, as the prime, if you may be able to get away with that subcontractor being the one that could provide the insurance with your name on it. But you want to get to a goal that you're paying your own insurance. All right. No. See, yes, exactly. You read my mind. Thanks for sharing about the CPARs. First time hearing about it. I'll start the account setup. Cool. My bad. I ain't really tell too many people about the CPARs. I be forgetting a lot of stuff, guys. Most of this stuff I just flow off the top of my head based off the questions that you guys are asking me. What I see throughout the week. It gets difficult for me sometimes trying to figure out the information to share with you guys. I mean, I've been in this thing for 11 years, so I've learned a lot of things. But the more questions that you guys ask, 9 times out of 10, 9 times out of 9, I can answer them. I ain't seen a business question yet that I don't know how to answer. But I appreciate you guys for being here with me today. Again, my goal is always to try to get you guys out of here in an hour. We did go over a little bit longer. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this information. Don't forget, we are here live Tuesday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tuesdays is our Dollars to Cents podcast. Wednesdays is all things government contracting. And on Thursdays, we start talking about the tool that we created, SB Money Flow. So make sure that you guys are hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that share button. Before I get out of here, I'll ask again, drop a fire emoji down there in the chat. If you've picked up anything that was taught today, that is the only way that I truly do understand that you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. And don't forget, take advantage of all the videos that are on YouTube. And when you find something that you like, take a screenshot, tag me in it, put me in the story on Instagram. Let your followers know about the information because, guys, I got a vision. I got a vision that one day before I pass this earth, I'm taking contracts from a Lockheed Martin, a Booz Allen, a Boeing, a Northrop Grumman, a KPMG. I'm taking them contracts from them. See, when they first got started in business, the internet and phones and stuff wasn't like they are today. And they've been playing in this space for a very long time, making billions of dollars with no competition. And I truly believe is because they never thought that we would sit down and work together correctly and actually build business correctly. But the minute that I can get 10 of you guys to start doing $1 million in government contracting, we're going to come sit at the table. Okay. We're going to put the paperwork together to become one company. We're still going to have all our separate companies, but on paper, we're going to do this thing called a joint venture and we're going to become one. The reason I'm doing that is because with all of the money that every company has made, all of the past performance and experience of these companies, when we combine them and put them together, we will look and act just like Booz Allen, KPMG, Boeing, a Microsoft, a Amazon, because our capabilities say we can. Our finances say we can because we're one. But we're still going to be a small business, which is the kicker. And now that I got the same resources and the same access that them big companies got, I can come take those contracts. And if they don't give it to me, I'm just going to say it. Well, it's not fair and equal. We're a small business that proved that we could do the work. You got to give us the work according to the law. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I want you guys to keep sharing this stuff. Share this out, man. I don't know where the millionaires that are in government contracting, but I know if I can keep teaching it, I can keep shouting about it, the millionaires will arise. Robert, I truly believe will be one very soon here. He's kicking ass in this space, right? So let's keep doing this. Let's keep sharing this information out. Let's keep growing the channel and getting people involved in this space that they just don't quite know about. I believe this is the change that can help our communities at a whole new level. We don't need to march no more. We don't need to cry no more about what people ain't doing for us. We need to go generate this revenue and then go do things ourselves. Well, I have a vehicle for us to generate the revenue. It all starts there. So let's keep sharing this information out so we can get that revenue. That's all I got for you guys. I love you all. I appreciate all the fire emojis in there. Shout outs to my homie Stacy. I see you in the building. I hope that y'all have an amazing night. We will be back here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Get out there and make it happen, guys. Remember, it's just 1% better every day. That's all you got to shoot for. You don't have to be at the level of where I stand right now at this moment, because I didn't stop right here. I didn't start right here is what I mean. What you see today is not where I started at. Okay, don't compare yourself to the millions that I'm doing in government I did not start with millions in government contracting. But I kept moving forward, getting 1% better every day, and my whole world changed and shifted, just like yours will too, by doing 1% each and every day. That's all I got for you guys. I love you all. I'm out of here. When the music goes off, guys, don't forget, when the music goes off, y'all know what it is. I go off. So make sure y'all tap in. Also, shout outs to my guy Trey for the Pure Money song. Y'all should be able to go to all of your Apple Podcasts, wherever we streaming it, and download that song. So make sure that you guys go and download it. It's that Pure Money. But when the song goes off, guys, we will go off as well. I enjoy you all, and I'll talk with you later.
It's just different.
Yeah. You already know what it is. Pure money, baby. I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Come and hang with the gang. Get some free game added to your mainframe. Gotta keep your mind sharp, we gotta maintain. And it's even better when the squad on the same thing. Steady swishing on the competition. We ain't tripping about the opposition. We on a mission and we got a vision. People in need, we believe we got it like I keep a couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. Said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. Said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure. I like my money pure. I like my money. Been slept on, money never stepped on. We increasing positivity until the stress gone. Satan tried to hold the squad back, but we kept on. We ain't making this up, no Revlon. I ain't trying to make you blush, but this a highlight. We send the high vibes, homie, this a high life. We rising far above the game, that's a flyby. But we still connected to the source, that's that Wi-Fi. Reception, now we answer the call. This squad taking questions and we answer them all. We don't wanna see you fall, we wanna see you ball. We all gon' eat with the peeps, we gon' feed them all. Couple in the bag, homie, I ain't gotta brag. Even when the hater try to doubt me, I just got another contract. Watch the dollars follow back. Let me tell you one thing about me. I said I like my money pure. I like my money pure. Okay, I like my money pure. I said I like my money pure. Oh no, I like my money pure. The bag is secure. Yeah, I like my money pure.